All right, start, Josh, with Rashida Tlaib here. She blamed white supremacists. That wasn't the case. Not that there would have been any problem, obviously, with her blaming white supremacists if that were the case, but she did it for a political point, not because she believed that that was true.
Totally correct. You know, Liz, I'm not sure how many of your viewers are familiar with the Black Hebrew Israelites. I've actually been personally pretty familiar with them. I used to walk by them on the sidewalk literally every day on the way to work. This is a very, very, very vicious, vile group. They stand on the sidewalk. They bang gongs and drums loudly. They shout out expletives. They curse at people. And their quote-unquote theology obviously is nuts. They think they're one of the descendants of the lost tribes of Israel. So actual Jews are not real Jews. So this is an insane group. But as far as Rashida Tlaib is concerned, what happened here is insane on multiple levels. First of all, she issued this tweet after every news outlet imaginable had gotten the identity of the culprit correct. So at the time she tweeted this, her staff damn well should have known who exactly committed this horrific atrocity in Jersey City. Second of all, what I really want to know is, after she deleted the tweet, say something. I mean, like, you can opine. You can weigh in at that point. You can say, like, okay, I had the facts wrong, which is inexcusable, but conceding that I had the facts wrong, I condemn this regardless because innocent Jews were slaughtered. Why has she not done that yet? I have no idea. There's no rational answer for that whatsoever.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's inexplicable. There's no reason for that except for the one reason that I think we all hope isn't true, and that is that she's anti-Semitic herself. It's really sad to see. By the way, I want to talk just a little bit about this group, the Black Hebrew Israelites that you bring up. They are a pseudo-violent group, and it's interesting because this is the same group name of people, not the same individual, but the same group that actually harassed the Covington Catholic kids during that whole debacle. And the media, if you remember, actually praised this group in the face of their harassment of the kids. This is the same group, and yet the mainstream media won't make that connection. They won't make that report, even though I think it's a pretty critical thing to report.
Oh, it's deeply pivotal. I mean, this whole story predictably is being buried. Literally the next morning after 3 people were killed, I think at least 2 Jews, I can't remember the identity of the third person who tragically died. The headlines across all the major newspapers in America, the Washington Post, Boston Globe, LA Times, New York Times, dead silence. Just like the New York Times buried coverage of the Holocaust during World War II, you have to go to page 13, 14, 15 to read about the gas chambers back in the 1940s. The Times and the mainstream media today is engaged in the exact same burying of the lead when it comes to vicious and vile Jew hatred. That is what the mainstream media is trying to do right now. Perhaps, if we're being really cynical, maybe they're trying to provide political cover for the actual vicious anti-Semites among their midst. I mean, the Rashida Tlaibs of the world, the Ilhan Omars of the world. But as far as the Black Hebrew Israelites are concerned, yeah, this is a fringe of all fringe groups. And they were directly involved in the Covington Catholic situation when, of course, the media then saw fit to lionize them, because who better to lionize than a fringe radical group if you're trying to politically oppose these young pro-life Catholic boys?